again. I think I'm ready for it. I wanna take this town. I wanna get down, second it right. Gonna fall in love tonight. Taking all the streets, this is where we gotta be. Life feels right, 'cause I'm never gonna say goodnight. Catch me if you can, baby, running till we're out of sight. Wasting all the time, there's some fireworks and dynamite. Calling all our friends as we leave the show. Step back, watch me go, watch me go, watch me go. Never in your life, baby, show me how you dance. And never giving up, baby, now's your chance. Loving you feels right, 'cause I never wanna say goodnight. And now we're at it again. And you keep asking me where do we go next? I just wanna kiss you, really wanna kiss you. Up, down, dizzy spell, head is spinning round and round. Dancing in the streets, this is where we gotta be. Life feels right, 'cause I never wanna say goodnight. Catch me if you can, baby, running till we're out of sight.
Good afternoon and welcome to our fourth virtual fixture of the season as we take the trip this week to Stowupland, looking to make it 3 wins from 4, winning 2 from our first 3 games, beating Ipswich, losing in a rather freak result to Stonham, and then a good win last week against East Burgoll. So a bit up and down for Bromley so far this season, but season debuts for Matt Perry and Harvey Robinson, as well as Matt Wake making his first appearance for a while. Today, Charlie Allam unavailable in Leicester, Richard Lawson unavailable through chairman duties, and building some scaffolding, building a new extension at home, and Clive Early unavailable this week as his missus wouldn't let him play. So he's on childcare duties. I'm sure he'll be watching from afar and cheering the boys on, but he's got to let the missus have a weekend away to do her own thing now and again, and he's got to look after the kids. So Bromley taking the trip to Stowupland, who finished 3rd last season and really were unlucky to miss out on promotion, winning 12 out of their 18 games and then only just 11 points short of promotion last season. So they'll be looking to follow that up again. They've had a good start to the season with a couple of wins under their belt as well, and this should be a good contest. So I'll hand over to co-commentators for the toss.
Heading down to the middle now for the toss.
The captain's showing a lot of confidence in their bowling attack with this decision. This is quite a risk.
So there we have it, Adam Cuthbert winning the toss and choosing to bowl. Not very often we see that. Obviously seen something in this pitch today that he thinks he fancies giving his openers a crack at the top order of the Stowupland team. So should be a thrilling encounter this. Conrad Baker to take the new ball for Bromley against the Stowupland opening pair. Bromley sporting their new kit this season, which has just arrived after the delay with all the coronavirus issues, with the kit sponsoring and the printing of that. But that's arrived. Stowupland looking the part in their kit too. Should be an epic encounter. And it's live.
Sri Lanka commence proceedings with a single.
And good full length from Baker, enticing the drive. And just as we say that, he bangs one in short, and it gets punched through the covers. And they'll look to come back for 3 here, I think. If it doesn't quite go for 4, it doesn't. It's Kafielding from Jagota, and Dodd there to back him up as well with a good throw in from the deep.
Good work in the field there.
Oh, and a good delivery from Baker to finish.
4 runs added in that over.
To finish the over, beating the edge. 4 off the first.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the grandstanding.
And Ed Fairley to take the new ball from the other end with Robinson in the team. We thought perhaps he would have that role today, but Cuthbert stuck with Fairley. and in true Ed Fairley tradition, he starts off with a leg stump half volley.
One more to the score.
But just a single for Scarlett. Perhaps looking to build a platform before punishing Fairley for his half volleys.
Wait there.
Short this time, cut and very nearly reached slip there. Just short of B's at second slip. It's a little wider in more ways than one. Ooh, good shape there from Fairley, bringing that back into the batsman.
Tries to drive that, but mistimes.
Enticing the drive and rattling the gloves there. A bit of bounce in the pitch, a bit of life out there for these Bromley opening bowlers.
Yep.
And cut fine again, just be a single.
And they get a single there.
You see Jason Lloyd there behind the stumps, managing to take the gloves after not having batted this week, so his back seems to be fine. We'll see if it lasts the whole 45 overs. But, oh, there's a tight single here, and there's always one to B's.
They take a single.
But yes, we'll be looking to see if his back lasts the 45 overs. I'm sure after his 5 catches last week behind the stumps, Adam Cuthbert will be keen to take the gloves if he can. But he's trusted Lloyd, his first choice keeper, from the start
has
today.
done well in that over.
Incredible first over from Fairley by his usual economy standards, only 3 from it. And back to Comrade Baker.
Yep.
Some good shape there, push into the covers for 1.
1 run added.
Good running from the batsman. Baker onto the stumps and bowls. Oh, and again, good
Plays
shape
that
on it.
nicely along the ground.
And again, starting to punch a single. Which feels a little too relaxed early on from Cuthbert and Bromley. And you can see a few changes being made there now. Really good shape here from Baker early on. Really getting the ball to move, but so far Stowupland batsmen have been up to the task.
Safely plays that along the ground.
Some good fielding from Dodd in the covers. You get used to saying that nowadays.
Waiting.
Just going a fraction fuller here, Baker. He's getting a fair amount of movement, but it's not very threatening when it's that length. He needs to get it right up there and get the batsman driving. Get every chance to swing and take the edge.
Yep.
That's better, and it does take an outside edge. There's a thick outside edge down to third man.
Finishes off a tidy
Single.
over.
And Scarlett keeps a strike. You see there as Baker pushed it that a little bit fuller. And it did look a lot more threatening to the batsman's outside edge, so he'll be looking to do that in his next over. And Fairley will be looking to do that in this over, continuing from his good start. Looking for an early wicket, Bromley. Oh, that's a good delivery from Fairley.
Not able to
Angling
connect.
back in and beating the edge.
I like that shot. Nice technique.
That's a good shot from Scarlett. That brings up 4 for Stowupland and first boundary of the innings. And that might just release the shackles. Fairly not impressed, but what do you expect when you bowl it down there? It's worked away from middle and off, but with the angle coming into him, it's always easy to just whip it through mid-wicket. Oh, good reply from
Bowler
Fairley.
beating them all ends up.
Full and swinging back in, and almost took that off stump. Edged and taken.
Loud shout.
Fairley
Catch.
strikes.
Is there any bat on it?
Fairley
Sri Lanka
strikes with the
lose
first
a
wicket
key
of the innings,
there.
and he's thrilled with that. Really proving the decision to give him the new ball as a good one from Cuthbert. Lloyd taking the catch, and surely no review. No review. Fairly thick outside edge, and a good take from Lloyd. And Bromley have their first wicket on the board. Scarlett departs for 11. 11 from the 14, so he was the real run scorer early in the innings. Perhaps didn't play a few too many shots as he edged a good delivery from Fairley through to Jason Lloyd.
First ball to face here.
Waring in at number 3, Waring a familiar name for Great Bromley fans and players alike. But the Warings,
that one. Couldn't get the drive
Warings
away.
known around Great Bromley parts are probably slightly better than this Waring that we're seeing out here today for Stowupland. Edged and taken. Fairley strikes again. Waring's gone for a duck. And Fairley strikes with 2 wickets in the over. 2 wickets and 3 balls. And surely no review. It was a clear edge. We heard it from up here in the commentary box. Edged, taken again from Lloyd. Fairley getting some away movement for a change. Perhaps surprising the batsman. And another good catch from Jason Lloyd, slightly easier that one.
In this batting lineup that gets out first ball. That's a big wicket.
And Grant Waring departs for a second ball duck.
Will be down at the non-strikers end.
That brings in Andrew Park in at number 4, who's had a fairly good start to the season. Conrad Baker a bit the non-strikers end. As Conrad Baker comes into Bolton Marsh and he leaves well alone. Need a real rebuilding job needs to be done here for Stowupland if they look to get themselves back into this game. 2 early wickets from Bromley, which is just what Adam Cuthbert would have wanted when he won the toss and chose to bowl. Fairly doing the damage, perhaps unexpectedly. And Baker will be looking to get involved in the wickets column. Really does look the part in that new kit, doesn't he? Very sharp. You can see why they chose him to model it. Model it on all the social media platforms. A real draw for all cricket fans and ladies alike. And he's quite pleased with the start his team has made here, but we'll be looking to get himself involved and get himself on there with a wicket.
The batsman didn't know where that was going.
He's going the right way about it here. He's getting some real movement from that ball. Some real movement. 4 dots so far. Can he produce a wicket towards the end of this over? Oh, and another good delivery. Another player miss from Marsh.
Connect. Really misjudged that.
Worked into the onside for 1.
And that's the end of another tidy over.
And Fairley then to continue. 2 wickets in the second half of his last over. See what he can continue with here. That's a single worked off him. So it was going to be 2 actually. Some slack fielding out in the deep.
Nicely ran there. They'll get 2.
Usually pride themselves so high in their fielding, Great Bromley. They'll be disappointed with that. And Fairley not impressed. Down the ground, but well cut off.
They'll get 1 more. Played that along the ground.
Follow that. Waiting. Bowler.
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
Score is now 2 for 18.
He plays that nicely, gets 2.
Bowler!
Tries to drive that, but mistimes. Big shout for that one.
An appeal, but sounded like a clear inside edge. Shouldn't be given, it's not. Wouldn't think they'd look for a review here, didn't look out at all. Clear edge. Clear bit of bat involved there. No review from Bromley. Coming to the end of the 7th over. Stowupland 20 for 2.
Yep.
And we'll make that 21 for 2 from 7.
And that
3 and over.
completes a very good over.
And a good over from Baker. Starting to get that length a bit fuller there. And posing a threat to the Stowupland.
Singh,
Batsman.
the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the grandstand end.
An early change here for Bromley, with Fairley replaced by Jagota. Fairley took 2 wickets and was bowling really well. He'll be disappointed to have come off. But Jagota into the attack. Perhaps just seen something in the pitch or a change of ends or something, I don't know. Fairley's not impressed. He's having a right strap on out there in the field. Really not impressed. Let's hope Jagota can continue where Fairley left off, because it's a bizarre change that from Cuthbert, but could just pay off, I suppose. Started from Jagota, hitting some really good areas.
Yep. Plays that nicely along the ground.
Bowler!
Split decision there. The throw goes to the wrong end and the batsman will get back safely. Good bowling there, kept them quiet.
5 for 2.
Robinson, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Change of bowling at the other end too, as Conrad Baker is replaced by Harvey Robinson into the team for his first game of the season today. He's been ruled out with a mixture of reasons, with being busy with, he's had a couple of injuries, a couple of niggles, he's had his water polo, he's had busy time where he's had to film all his TikTok dances and appeal to his audience for that. He's been a busy young man, but he's available for the team today, and he'll be looking to make an impact as he comes on here for the 9th over. Good start, finding the edge there, his second delivery.
Yep.
Inside edge, and it could race away for 4, it's not, it's cut off. It's a single, but a streaky single. Robinson won't mind seeing that. Threatening both edges early on here. But Parkin will be glad to be off strike and hand over the reins to Marsh. Rush into the onside, could be 2. Not 2, they haven't seen Holman field before, clearly. As we see there with the wayward throw, could have easily got back for 2. But it does bring Parkin back onto strike. Robinson will be looking to be all over him once again. Edged again. Could do with getting a gully in there, Bromley. That's twice now it's edged in that region. Still no gully. Third man's gone back though. An in-swinger from Robinson. And just beyond square for a single to win the over.
Robinson has done well in that over.
Stowupland 28 for 2. Jagota to continue into his second over. He's rocked back and cut that. And that's surely just off stump that from Parkin. A risky shot. Not really the line or length for it, but got away with it. 3 from 10 for Parkin. Make that 3 from 11. I do need to build some form of a platform here to Stowupland after losing the 2 early wickets, so it could be a fairly painful watch for the next 10 overs or so, we'll see. Bromley will be looking to pile on the pressure and rattle through the rest of this top order and get deep into that middle and lower order as early as possible in this innings. And they look for 2 but decide against it. A good throw in from the deep.
They get a single.
If you are just joining us this afternoon, we've had 2 early wickets for Ed Fairley. Took the new ball, took a couple of wickets, and was then taken off. Oh, what a shot that is.
Technique and placement.
Whipped away behind square. And the fielder out there, Robinson, can't cut it off. It skips away for a 1 bounce 4. And a terrific shot, really. Right off stump, and he was whipped it away over the leg side. And Jagota can't quite believe it, but he'll be looking to come back with a response here to win the over. And good delivery, driven, and no run there.
Some nice bowling in that one.
So end of the first 10, Stowupland 33 for 2. As we were saying, yeah, 2 early wickets for Ed Fairley. Really getting that new ball to talk, and then was taken off by the skipper, had a strop. Now we're not sure if we'll see him back into the attack with that strop. I think the plan might have been to change his end or something, but he didn't agree with it. He had a strop, and it doesn't look as though we'll be seeing him into the attack for a while. Plenty of options though for Bromley, with Robinson and Jagota going well. Baker only bowled a handful, and that's edge. That could go the way for 4, you know. It does. Thick outside edge from Parkin brings him 4 runs. But plenty of options for Bromley. Robinson and Baker going well, Jagota going well. Bees and Dodd in the ranks as well. Plenty of options for Bromley. Also the medium pace dobbers of Matt Wake could come into play later on in the innings. We shall see. Plenty of options for the skipper, and I'm sure he'll utilise all of them.
The keeper with
Close
the
that,
take.
brave leave. Good shape there from Robertson, getting the ball to go both ways. And although he's gone for 4 in this over, he'll be pleased with how it's going. He's threatening both edges, and he'll be looking to take a wicket to kick-start his season. Full and driven, no run there.
There.
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
Single out to deep cover. Jagota to parking. Oh, good delivery from Jagota. Play and miss. Play and miss from the batsman. Good delivery, getting some real turn from the pitch there. Terrific areas. We're looking to keep that up.
Safely plays that along the ground.
Confident drive that time. Again, good afternoon to those
1 run added.
just joining us this afternoon. We welcome you to this eagerly anticipated fixture between Stowupland and Great Bromley. Stowupland, who finished 3rd in Division 5 last season, while Great Bromley were promoted from Division 6. And it's been a fairly tight start. A couple of early wickets for Bromley, thanks to Ed Fairley getting the new ball talking. Conrad Baker bowling well too. And then Marsh and Parkin have started the rebuilding process here for Stowupland. A fairly slow but solid partnership, as they're on to 40 for 2 as we reach the end of the 12th.
Good bowling in that over.
The score is now 2 for 40.
And yeah, lovely afternoon here at Stowupland, at the ground that looks ever so similar to Great Bromley's Alum Arena, but we can assure you it's not Great Bromley's Alum Arena.
Power
But that's a lovely shot.
in that shot.
Lovely shot from Marsh, driven on the up through extra cover. And 4 to him, 4 to Stowupland, and 4 onto the bowling figures of Harvey Robinson.
Didn't like the look of that one. No shot offered.
Good delivery from Robinson. We are hearing from the coaching staff and the travelling Bromley fans that a reason behind Cuthbert's decision could have been they're not really sure what a good score is on this track, so they're going to let Stowupland have the first crack at it and then back themselves to chase it with the batting lineup they've got today, with Matt Peary in that middle order, Conrad Baker, Jason Noyes been in good form, Bees with 100 last week, Fairley, who had a decent start to the season, and they'll back themselves to chase it down. But obviously they're not too sure what a good score is going to be, so do let us know on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Do let us know what you think a good score is going to be, and we'd love to hear from as many of our fans as we can. So at Great Bromley CC on the Twitter, Great Bromley on the Instagram, and we are on a Facebook as well. It'd be great to hear from as many of our fans as possible. Let us know how you think this game's going to play out. To reach the end of the 13th over, 45 for 2.
This will be growing the frustration of the batsmen.
It's a ground Bromley have never played at before, or at least the current Copper players have never played at before. We have to ask Tom Dodd if the two clubs have ever met in a fixture before. He's the only one that knows that sort of stuff. But they're here today, that's all that matters. It's today's game, today's 90 overs will decide who takes the victory in this Division 5 encounter. We are hearing we might even have a few Stowupland fans in attendance in our audience currently, so good afternoon to you guys. We hope you're doing well through all these tough times, and unfortunately we're not able to meet up and play you on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. We do look forward to hopefully being able to see you later on in the season in the return fixture, but we wish you all the luck this afternoon, just not too much, because we don't like losing. And as a virtual game that we're hosting, we don't really want to lose, so
they'll get a single.
We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, we look forward to hopefully seeing you boys later on in the season back at our ground at the Alum Arena.
They'll take a single. End of the over, 3 off it.
Good over from Jagota, rattling through.
This
He
ball
puts the last over
really
before
can
drinks,
get
and
these
he bowled
spinning
by
a
Tom
long
Dodd.
way. Let's see how they go.
Again, we do apologise to any starting players for any errors with their players. It's again a team we haven't played against. We don't know what you bat like, we
Plays
don't
that
know what you bowl
nicely
like, we
along
don't
the
know what you look
ground.
like. Hopefully we've made it as accurate as we can. Could be a run out chance here.
He'll get 2 for
home
that.
2.
Great shot.
We said, yeah, last over before drinks. And we're hearing Bromley have got a familiar face to bring out the drinks for them.
Yeah.
And they get through for 1.
Yep.
Flighted up by Dodd and driven down the ground for a single. Long on and
And
long
a
off.
single.
In place early doors here for Tom Dodd. Is perhaps just while he's setting into his rhythm, and then he'll bring them up to entice the shots over the top. Perhaps he's just done his studying on Dan Marsh here this afternoon.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good delivery and edged. It triggers down through third man, and it's cut off, and it is just a single.
1 more added.
A few slight changes in the field from Dodd, not too happy with the laziness of some of his fielders moving around. Going on a Pedro wonder. Oh, and a play and a miss. Really drawing him out there, Dodd. You'll like to see that. Slides it up again and
He's
punted
trapped
that
in
on
front
that. It's
there.
not going to be given. I guess you don't get it if you don't ask, but he's almost defended that into his pad, I think.
Umpire
There's
says not out.
any
It's
chance
quite
for an
close.
LBW there. Yep, end of the 15th. And we're into a drinks break here. And drinks brought out for Stowupland. And a familiar face bringing out some drinks for the Bromley fielders. Looks like we have to wait a little while for him.
So
Playing a
close
miss.
to being bowled.
Another great delivery from Jagota. He's gone for a switch it, expansive that. It is in the gap, and it's only going to be a single. Not really sure what
And
the
they get a
thought
single
process was
there.
there, but it's a single onto the total. And a good platform building here for Stowupland, recovering from the 2 early wickets. Parkin will need to get a move on at some point. 11 from 33. And that's been taking tips from the Adam Cuthbert batting manual. A very heavily packed leg side field here for Jagota. Won't be bowling much width. Oh, and there is width as we say that.
Nice shot.
Just not what you bowl with this field. Just flies it up outside off stump. With only 3 fielders on the offside. And the field was set for bowling straight on a tight leg stump line. Looking to really tie the batsman down and attack the wickets, but he's flied one up outside off. And it's been slapped over extra cover. And it's 4 runs to Parkin. He'll be looking to start playing his shots, I think, get himself into a bit of fluency. Don't want to get too bogged down, do need to rebuild, but if you just go into block mode, you're going to struggle to pick up the paces when you need to, so he'll be pleased to get that one away. Here comes the end of the 16th. Oh, and a shot again, pushed at it hard.
5 runs added there.
Edged, but no run.
Now on 2 for 58.
It's a real turn early on in the innings here, Jagota. Been threatening that outside edge, but disappointed to have gone for that boundary that over. Just let a little bit of pressure off. Pressure which Dodd will be looking to reapply.
Wait.
Good ball there, getting the batsman defending.
Yep.
Along the ground.
Good delivery there. That had the batsman defending.
Yeah.
That's too full and sent racing away to the boundary.
Smashed away. Smashed away by Parkin and just starting to find his rhythm here. 4 over the top. Another expansive shot. Terrific timing on it. 4 more to him. Dodd won't be too happy with that. So fairly going through the motions there, perhaps giving the captain a hint that he wants to come back on, but
Reasonably good over there.
with his drop we're not sure if he's going to be allowed. A petulant teenager can fairly
The right armour is
can
coming
be at
on to
times,
bowl
but it's
from
going to be
the
Conor Baker
grandstand
back into the
here.
attack. 4 overs for 11 so far. Was really getting some good movement, some good swing early on in the innings. He'll be looking to carry that on here a little bit later, and there is some
Lets
good
that
movement
go
there.
through to the keeper.
Some real shape away from the right-handers here for Baker. Very difficult to play, very difficult to get a bat on. But no slip, no gully. So I'm not quite sure what the plan is here from Bromley.
Waiting.
Time will tell. As we've mentioned earlier on this afternoon, Bromley sporting their new kit with the Kingfisher sponsor, which was held up due to coronavirus and the issues with that. But kit's arrived,
The batsman
it
looked
certainly looks
troubled
the
by
part
that
out there.
delivery.
especially when you've got someone like Baker who looks as he does and bowls as he does. Just certainly incredibly marketable, and they'll be making lots of money from replica shirts, I'm sure.
Wait.
We're hearing the highest seller so far has actually been Fairley 9 shirts, but we are hearing that that's actually Ed Fairley that's bought 100 of his own shirt to put all over the house and frame and wear everywhere he goes.
Yep. Follow that.
Those runs bring up the 50.
That is now 50 runs added in this partnership.
50 partnership for Parkin. And Marsh, 50 partnership, rebuilding up to 64 for 2.
Yeah.
Safely plays that along the ground.
And we're pleased to hear from
He plays
Jake
that
Taylor this
nicely.
afternoon, who's
Gets 2.
informed us around 220s, a rough par score at this stage of the season at Stowupland's ground, so they'll be looking to post slightly above that, I'm sure, but the rebuilding job from Marsh and Parkin so far has been good and has given them a very good chance of posting 220 at least. Sort of score that Bromley would back themselves to chase down after racking up 255
Yep.
last week against East Burgolt. But we shall see how it plays out. Marsh and Parkin going well. Bromley will need to break this partnership sooner rather than later before it does develop into something about as dangerous as Conrad Baker on a night out.
Waiting.
Fielding from Cuthbert there at square leg. That's probably his best fielding position, just so he's out the way. He's building into a resident square leg. Now Lloyd's taking the wicket keeping gloves. Not the best fielder around, Cuthbert.
Yep.
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
Batting team are now 2 for 68.
Another good over there for Bromley. They will be looking for a wicket though, with Baker to continue. Only 12 from his 5 overs so far. But that's going to be some more onto that. That's pushed down the ground for 4. Immaculate
Great
timing from Parkin.
Races to the boundary for 4.
And a terrific shot. Only a push down the ground. But the timing was superb. And that's 4 runs. And there's no better shot to watch than a straight drive down the ground. Unless you're Conrad Baker as the bowler or a great Bromley fan. In which case you'd have probably rather seen a wicket. But the timing on that was immaculate from Parkin. And he goes again, but only finds mid-on this time. Perhaps they've just looked to see off Conrad Baker here. Knowing how accurate he can be at the death. They might be looking to just see him off, and Cuthbert will probably have in the back of his mind that he'll want to keep some overs from Baker for the end of the innings, but perhaps prioritising breaking this partnership at the moment. That's another good delivery from Baker. Full of length and too quick for the batsman. .72 for 2 then, as we approach the end of the 20th over. And a fairly slow innings by Parkin standards is what we're hearing. Usually known for his explosive batting. And there we go, as a pull shot. Perhaps today the situation he needs to
We've got a change in the commentary
play
box.
a slightly different innings for his
Joining me
team.
now is Mel Jones.
Hey Slats, nice to be with you. The batsman didn't know where that was going.
Waiting.
Perhaps Parkin is just building himself up for an explosive innings towards the second half of this innings here. He's 25 from 50 balls and set the platform. He'll be looking to go on
Mistimes that one.
and post a biggie.
Wait.
Pushed into the offside. No run. Big gap out there on the offside though, only width from Dodd. And just to say that, they're changing the field. Now deep cover out there. But a gap at Cow Corner if we can get it over mid-wicket.
Waiting.
Looking to play some proper shots, I think, Parkin. Not going to be lured into swinging across the line, which I don't think Dodd would mind if he started swinging across the line. Creates wicket chances. It's wicket-taking chances. I'd be quite happy. Just keep plodding along for now, I think, Parkin. 21 overs done.
And that completes a very good over.
74 for 2, Stowupland here.
This
As we
bowler
approach the
knows
midpoint
how
of
to
the
give
innings.
the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
This man could be the man to break the partnership. Bees took 29 wickets last season and plenty the season before. He'll be looking to break this partnership for his team. Another spinner in the Bromley ranks, are full of them these days. Away from home here, not necessarily being able to doctor the pitches in the way they might like, but
Wait.
I think between Bees, Jagota and Dodd, they've backed themselves to take wickets on any pitch without needing the assistance from their home ground, but you never know. Unfamiliar territory here at Stowupland, as we mentioned. The boys have never played here before. And a big shot in the air. There's a fielder out there, would have cut it off? It doesn't, it's 4. Terrific shot from Parkin into out of extra cover. And 4 more for Stowupland. We've seen that shot a few times from Parkin, that lofted drive over the offside. And terrific batting from him. Bees Parkin. Oh, it's a full bunger. And he's missed out there, Parkin. Yeah, it was a real Brucey bonus there from Bees. You do get a few of them early on in his spell. Missed out there parking. And then the drag down,
Very
which is
good
missed.
over.
A bit of all sorts there from Bees, and parking not
The
quite sure what to make of it.
medium bowler is coming onto bowl from the car park end.
Going to go back to Harvey Robinson now, who's in for his first appearance of the season. And he'll be coming in to bowl to Dan Marsh. Short and wide, a miss
Just a
by
lack of
Marsh.
concentration there.
Perhaps a bit of uneven bounce here in this pitch. You'd think the Stowupland batsman would be used to it, but we'll see.
Yep.
That's better timing on that one. Push through the covers, and Chigota cuts it off well and keeps it down to 1.
And they get a single there.
In need of a breakthrough here, Bromley. Can Robinson be the man to spark another collection of wickets? It's in the air, but it's going to be racing away towards the fence.
That's
4 more.
all the way.
Parkin's starting to show his aggressive nature here with some terrific timing on his shots, some terrific power as well. And he's catching up Marsh.
Yep.
Safely plays that along the ground.
Nudged into the onside. And a single.
1 run there.
Just past the halfway point, leading Stowupland 84 for 2. Well set to post a score of around 200 with the wickets they've still got in hand. The platform these two are building, they might be hoping to post a
Tries
few
to
more than
drive
200.
that, but missed times.
Yeah.
Some nice bowling in that one.
Yep.
Edged, and it'll chuck it down to fine leg. And they'll come back for 2.
2 runs added.
Wait. Waiting. Yep.
Cuts that nicely.
Cut away.
Runs away for 4.
It's a terrific shot, and it races away for 4. And more runs here for Stowupland. And the skipper just not sure what to do at the moment. He's turned to Bees, who he thought could be his wicket taker, but it proved to be so far.
Wait there.
End of the over. 6
Take a little while
runs
to
coming from it.
Settle in some rhythm though, can Bees.
Waiting. Wait there. Yeah.
shot.
Terrific shot from Marsh down the ground. And he moves on to 49. A shot over mid-off. A terrific shot. Again, immaculate timing from the Stowupland batsman. He moves on to 49.
Not too bad from either side there.
The batting team are now 96 for 2.
Wait.
Played that along the ground.
Yep. Bowler.
They'll take a single.
Oh. Yes, nice bowling. Yeah. Keeper.
The batsman brings up their half century.
He isn't the fastest player out there,
50
but
for
gets
Marsh.
50.
50 for Marsh from 71 balls. And been a good innings from the opening bat.
Yep. Nice.
Was gone for all money, but the throw went to the wrong end.
And buys there onto Jason Lloyd's name. I'll be disappointed with that. Bees will be pleased they don't go on his figures.
Yep.
And a single to end the over. Out into the offside and 103 for
Ends
3.
the over.
For 2, sorry.
Over. The batting team are now on 2.
This is Marsh has really got all round the wicket. Fours mostly through that offside and running hard through the onside. Mostly scoring his runs all round the ground, so good knock so far from the opener.
Yep. Yep.
They take a single.
Yep.
Misread that one. Couldn't get the drive away.
Wait there. Yeah. Yep. Bowler.
Another run taken. That's some good bowling. End of the over. Dodson, coming back into the attack, has done well so far.
Yeah.
And a single taken.
Okay, we've got guest commentator from joining us out on the field. The skipper's mic'd up out there for Bromley, and we'll be looking to get his views. Good afternoon, Adam.
Good afternoon, Beezy.
What do you make of your team start so far?
Started off really well, and then team morale has hit a blip. We've had to get a stop.
Yeah, what was the issue there? Were you trying to change his end, or were you just giving him a break, or giving someone else a go? Because he looked like he was bowling well. I'm not sure why he'd come off.
Yeah, but he took 2 wickets. You've got to give everyone a game, isn't it?
Do you not think that he could be coming back on soon? Any chance we might see that?
Hang on a minute, I've just got to go and fetch the ball from over the road.
No, he's just gonna.
Bear with me.
He's just going to get the ball. Expansive shot there, and 4 more. It's almost 6. That Dodd won't be pleased. Probably be coming off soon.
Come on, Doddy.
Yep.
A single.
Oh, it's a bit annoying now, to be fair.
It is. It's building on, isn't it? Do you think Fairley could come back on and break the partnership?
No, not really.
No, is he not? He's not in your plans for the next few overs then.
I can't repeat on there what he said to me, but it was not good.
Yep.
Right. So he won't be coming to bowl. Will he bat?
Might bat 10 or 11.
Okay. So as we see the 100 partnership brought up there, you really do need to break this partnership, don't you? It's proving a real pain for your bowlers and your fielders chasing the ball round. What have you got up your sleeve? How are you going to change this game?
No, 220's par at this time of the year, apparently.
How are you going to change your game to keep them under that?
You don't need to. They're not going to get that at the minute.
You don't think so? Even these wickets in hand and the power hitters they've got down the order? You back yourselves, do you? You're not going for the wickets?
Parkin will be out soon. Apparently his teammates are just as surprised as we are.
Right. And Marsh?
Yeah, apparently he's a good player. We'll just keep him off strike.
He's looked it so far, hasn't he?
We'll give him one.
So are you happy to settle for 16 points? Are you? You're not going to go for the full 20?
We'll get all the wickets. We'll get them near the end.
You're going to pick them up at the end. You have a bowl yourself?
Oh, I might do. Not got the gloves on today.
Yeah, why was that? You took a load of catches last week.
But Jason's a better man to do it this week.
His back's all right, is it?
Yeah, he's had a week off. He's fine.
Lovely. And
He's had a week.
just talk to us about this new sponsorship. How big is that for the club?
It will be when they pay up.
Having some issues financially, are you?
Yeah,
Can they go through for one?
We've got it printed. The kit's there. That's the main thing.
Looks the part, doesn't it? And can you confirm the rumours we've heard that we've had 100 Ed Fairley 9 shirts sold? It's just been him buying them all?
100. There's more than that.
More than that, was it? Oh, wow. And he's just decorating his living room with them, isn't he?
Who's this bowling now?
You've still got Robinson on. Were you planning to bring him off?
Oh yeah, he's meant to come off.
He's coming towards the end of his 7th over, so you probably have to remember to tell him. Not got much control over this team, have you? Is it true that Fairley tries to take control and Holyman?
Won't need to run there.
Oh,
What a shot
Racing
that
away.
is. Looks like you've got a job on your hands here.
he's fine. He's fine.
Nice to see you sticking positive.
Oh, I meant to say Dodd off as well.
Yep.
What a shot.
You're too busy chatting to us.
You distracted me here, mate.
And through for one.
No shot.
No, so Dodd continuing. Not much support from his skip right there by the sounds of it. It's fairly quiet.
Something under 220 we'll be happy with.
Under 220.
Got to give us something in space, haven't we?
Are you going to get some runs today?
Well, Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about my form. I've been working hard in the nets.
You're more worried about the team.
Yeah, for the team.
So the
For
quote,
match.
the quotes we had from you last week about rather winning the Baton Award than promotion. How true were they?
Well, I mean, the batting award is a big award, isn't it?
Ooh, beaten in by the change of pace
Right.
there.
So you'd prefer to win that than promotion this season?
100%. There's no promotion, is there?
I see.
No promotion, so you play for yourself. No, I didn't mean that. No, sorry. Still want to win.
So, there we have it, live on air. Adam Cuthbert batting for himself rather than the team. Ed Fairley does that too, doesn't he?
We both do.
We both do. At least there's a few out there that play for the team, I suppose. Nick Holyman last week didn't get a bat or a bowl. Are you
what
going
a
to give him a
good
bowl
shot.
today? Going to make sure he gets a bat? Or is he going to have another TFC?
Nick was very happy last week with his TFC.
He was pleased that we won, wasn't he? Team player. As we see, 50 for parking. 50 for parking. He's looking to make this off 100.
In the team.
Lots of runs on the offside there. Are you going to change your fields at all, or are you just going to let him keep spanking it on the offside?
He's going at like 50 off 80. It's fine.
Right, okay. He seems satisfied. And your drinks. Time for a drink. And you got Elliot Mann's turned up. His Elmstead game's finished already. They were bowled out for 57.
Took us a few weeks to get Els and play cricket transfer across.
He's actually just been he's just been playing at East Burgott for Elmstead, and they've been bowled out for 57.
Let's see how they go.
And East Burgott have knocked it off, and he's here to deliver your drinks. We're here, and he did get a duck, which I'm sure lots of the Bromley players will be pleased about. But as you say, there is still time for transfer forms to go in, so it could be a run out here. Oh, and Lloyd
He's
too
played
slow.
that nicely. Gets 2.
But yeah, still time for transfer forms to go through, I suppose, if he decides finally admits that he's not quite up to the standard that Elmstead expect of him, but he wants to come back and have a laugh with his mates. Is that something you'd look into, do you think?
But,
Do you think you'd look to bring him back if you could?
right.
You wouldn't, would you?
If the financing, we might have to ship a few players out in order to afford it.
Right, okay.
Waiting.
So if we can get a couple out, then maybe we could look to bring him in. But
Right. Do you think you'd look to take a wage cut yourself?
that tight on the purse strings.
You'd look to take a wage cut yourself, maybe?
Deferral.
A deferral, I see. So, you got Bees back into the attack. You're hoping he can break the partnership?
Oh, super shot that.
Not with stuff like that, he's been spanked.
Yeah, shot he's probably trying to.
He's trying a bit too much, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, let's just try something. You know, let's try pitching it up.
We'll see if he listens to you. He has, he's flighted it up, but he's been swept.
What a good shot that is.
And Peary cuts off the runs. You got Matt Peary in your team for his first game of the season today. What do you think he's going to add to your team?
Sixes.
Runs, sixes. That's certainly what the fans would like to hear watching at home.
More sixes.
More sixes, lovely. That sounds good. Do you think Kai
Kept
Baker
it
might find some
fairly
form with the
tight in
bat
that
today?
over.
Yeah, maybe. He won't be needed.
He won't be needed. Confident in the top 3. That's what we like to hear. If any had that confidence in your bowlers. As
I might give myself bowling.
Dodd continues here.
Plays
You've
it
still got Dodd
nicely
on. You've
along
not brought him
the
off yet.
Or not.
You've changed your mind.
Yeah.
That's going to be 4 more. 4 more for Marsh.
Adjusted superbly to the change of pace. You can't trick him that easily.
Just had a message from your phone. I think we've already conceded over 221. Oh,
Oh, right, they're backing themselves, are they, Stowmarket? Stowupland?
same thing, innit?
They're the same thing. No one knows who any of them are, really.
They're all off the A14, it doesn't make no difference.
Yeah,
Right?
no one knows who any of them are.
Yep.
Don't tell him.
Nobody's in the two county structure, aren't they?
Every game in our league, you drive up the A12, do a left, A14, and you just pick one of their stops, really.
Just a load of place fillers, isn't it? Pick a field and go out there and win. Right, it's been lovely to hear from you out on the field, Skipper, but we'll let you get on with your It looks like you've got a few problems to deal with out there, so best of luck to you. We look forward to seeing you get some runs later on.
No problem. Lovely to speak to you, BD.
Yep.
And we hear from there the skipper, Adam Cuthbert, out on the field.
End of the over.
Seemed to be fairly confident in his team's ability to keep them under 220 without taking the wickets here. But not very positive of speaking about his bowlers. He doesn't seem to be really spurring them on or encouraging them. But he does have faith in his top three batsmen, one of which being himself, who has hardly scored a run all season, to knock off whatever score Stowupland post. So Stowupland confident that they won't concede him one. A reverse sweep comes out, and it's a dot ball. Well fielded by Matty Wake at point. That's where he took his best and only ever catch, Matt Wake at point, and it was off Beez's bowling actually at Frinton last year. And a big celebration for an easy catch.
That one down,
and that's gone up in the air. It's up in the air. Is it over the fielder? It is. It's just over mid-off. Jagota running back, and it skips away for 4. And 4 to Marsh. B's not happy. But it was in the air. It's a chance. But not a chance taken. It was off the outside half of the bat. Wasn't fully nailed by Marsh. And the reverse comes out again. And just a single.
1 run taken.
Waiting. Yep.
After a poor start, these two have really ramped up the run rate.
144 for 2.
Oh, and a good delivery from
Not
Dodd.
able to connect there.
Yep.
Big shot across the line. Dodd won't be impressed with that. But it's a single. Bit
They
like
take
half
the
the Bromley
single.
team.
Yep.
And it's in the air. It's going to be 4.
That reaches the boundary. Good shot.
Yeah, Stowupland seem keen to press on a big total here, and Jake Taylor joining us on the socials seems keen that his team won't, or seems confident that his team have only ever once conceded over 220, so could be a tall ask for Bromley chasing here. An unknown ground to them, an unfamiliar ground, but they'll be looking to see what they can do. They've bolstered the batting with, I say bolstered the batting, have obviously lost Richie Lawson today and Charlie Allen. Matt Peary comes in, as does Matt Wake. Harvey Robinson can swing a bat at it as well, but doesn't mean he'll hit it. But Matt Peary certainly does boost that batting
After a
line up
weak
today.
start, these two have really held things together and lifted that run rate.
149.
Bees to continue, 5 overs to 26. We do have some wickets, Bromley. To stem the flow of runs as we head in towards the last 10 here.
The batsman had no idea what to do with that. Great piece of bowling.
Wait there. Yeah.
Yeah, for the single, could be a run out. Oh, and he's missed.
And through for 1.
Missed the run out chance there, fairly at mid wicket. Looked like a very simple chance.
Yep.
Punch down to long on.
Keeper.
And another run for Marsh.
Whizzes past the off stump.
Play and a miss.
Great ball.
Good delivery from Bees. Playing a miss again, right on the pad. Good stuff from Bees.
Started slowly, but these two really are concentrating well and beginning to play some good shots.
Foley back on now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
And Ed Fairley back into the attack. Then the death bowler has managed to worm his way back into the attack. Specialist opening and death bowler bowls at either end of the innings. Perhaps Cuthbert was just playing a few mind games there,
They take
exaggerating the strop and just saving him, firing him up perhaps, getting a bit of fire in his belly to work through these batsmen at the end of the innings. He's known for being a good death bowler, is Fairley, hitting the pitch hard and also getting his yorkers and slower balls in and varying up his lengths, sometimes
And they go through for one.
deliberately, sometimes not deliberately. And he can actually be more economical at the death than he is at the start, so if his start today is anything to go by, then he could be in for a good spell of bowling here. Edged and taken! He does strike again! Ed Fairley, the golden arm. It's that same combination of bowled Fairley, caught Lloyd. And Stowupland are going to get a shock when they play Ed Fairley in real life. It's edged and it's taken.
Well, this was
Third
a
wicket
really
for Bromley,
key
third
innings,
wicket for Fairley.
putting on a lot of runs and really making a difference to the outcome.
And Marsh departs for 80. Good innings from the opener.
He's coming out to bat. The bowler finally making a breakthrough and will be looking to keep the pressure on.
And that brings
The
in-
new batsman arrives at the crease.
Brings in Tom Ray at number 5, who's a very positive strike rate of over 100. And probably the ideal man for pushing this sort of innings on towards a big total. But the breakthrough for Bromley, and I'm sure they'll be thrilled with that, and no one will be more thrilled than Ed Fairley, who does love himself a little bit too much. He'll be pleased with the wickets. I'm sure his team might actually be pleased with him today. And he'll be looking to maybe get some more.
Tries to drive that, but missed times.
Been a good day for him so far.
Yeah, touch
It's in the
That's
air,
out
it's
of the
gone
middle of the
before.
bat.
He's nailed it. Absolutely nailed it, Parkin. Starting to show that aggressive side that we heard from the Stowupland fans that he had. And he'll be looking to press home his advantage here. He's built his innings up, he's been steady, he's been patient. And he'll be looking to make that hard work pay off now.
Has bowled well so far. Returns to the attack.
Robinson returns for Bromley. 2 overs left for him. We'll see if he gets through both of those here. You think he probably would. And a slip in for Bromley. No one out on the onside though. And it's punched to extra cover. Not quite sure of the field here from Cuthbert. He's got a fine leg, a third man in a deep cover. But no protection on the onside. Just one man there at mid-wicket.
Wait
And a
there.
man at mid-on.
Nice shot.
Nobody out there at all in front of square on the onside. Perhaps Ray will be looking to use some innovation and get himself outside the line of our stump and swing it over the onside. There's a man now going out a deep square. An inside edge onto pad and doesn't carry through to the keeper. It does seem as though we just mentioned the field changes and Cuthbert makes a tweak in the field. Perhaps he's still listening to us through his earpiece, but a deep square out now and no one out on the offside.
Wait.
Where that's been driven, but cut off well at point by Matt Wake. And now a man out on the offside and no one out on the onside. They're playing a few mind games here, Bromley. Short from Robinson,
Swing and a
missed
miss.
out. Ray's missed out there. Robinson pleased with it though, beating the edge. Really good over so far, no runs from it from the first 5. Can he join them up with the last ball here?
Yep. Catch it.
He
That's
can't,
what
it's
the
been
crowd have
smashed
come to
through
see.
point,
Nicely played.
nailed by Ray, and that is 4 runs. Back to Fairley then, the two young seamers here for Bromley, looking to turn the game in their favour.
Yep.
Sliced away down to third man, and that'll
Not
be
getting
one.
past that fielder.
Good fielding from Hulliman.
Yep. Catch it.
That's 4.
Smashed over,
Superb
extra
shot.
cover, 4 runs. Need to sort these fields out, Bromley. They're leaking runs in unnecessary areas. A man out there keeps it down to 1. They're allowed 5 men outside the circle. And they've currently only got 3, so perhaps a little bit of a misunderstanding between the bowler and the captain. As it goes again. There's a man out there, might cut it off. He doesn't,
And
it's
that's
4.
4.
Terrific shot again. And Ray now on to 13 from 9. And looking to push the accelerator button here and power Stowupland up to in excess of 220.
Yeah.
Fairly looking to turn this over around here. Got 2 balls left. And it's pulled into the inside. It should just be a single. They look for 2, but it's not a 2 on that arm.
Another run added to the score.
Fuller from Fairley and a dot ball to
Give away
finish.
a bit too much there.
He's turned that over around well there, Fairley. Wasn't
This bowler knows
Wasn't
how
good
to give
first
the
half.
ball
We'll go back to
an
Jagota.
almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
5 overs so far for him. He's got 4 left if they need it. Not sure you'd bowl him right at the death though. We'll see.
Wait.
It sometimes works. Spin at the death, and lure a few wickets out of them.
Yep.
And that's a single. Great
Good ball
bowling.
from Jagota. Rattling him on the pads. Obviously not close enough for an LBW shout. Flighted. Oh, what a delivery that
All ends
is!
up by that.
Ankus Jagota, you beauty! Look at that. Flighted up the drift, pitch on middle leg, and it takes off stump out the ground. That is special. Wow, Tom Ray, nothing you could do there, pal, sorry. Ankus Jagota has produced the ball of the season. The flight, the dip, the guile, and the turn to take off stump. Sensational from Jagota. Superb. And if you're Borrett and you've just seen that, you will be quaking in your boots. And is that a drop from Lloyd? Certainly looked like it could have been. Inside edge. Outside edge, sorry. Perhaps even off the toe of the bat, but giving me a tough chance to take.
Yep. Catch.
In the air,
racing
it's
to
going to
the
be 4.
fence.
4 runs to Borrett. And he is off the mark.
The right armour
Yes,
is
innings.
coming on to bowl from the grandstand end.
And here we are, back to Conrad Baker. We're wondering, with the confidence we're seeing from Taylor here on Twitter, we're Jake Taylor getting a bit confident on the old Twitter, but we're wondering why he didn't make selection today. Doesn't seem to have been selected for Stowupland.
Yeah. Catch it.
Shot.
Seems to be enjoying the commentary, but we're wondering why he's not been selected for Stowupland, so we'll be keen to hear from him. obviously enjoying the game this afternoon, so we thank you for joining us, Jake. And we do look forward to seeing you out in the field, where we'll just turn up and win later on in the season.
Mistimes that one.
Wait there.
And a big shot. There's a man out there. Oh, it just dropped short of him. Didn't quite take the catch.
A change up here in the commentary box.
And
Joining
5
me
overs
now
to go.
is James Taylor.
Hey, Slats. Good afternoon, everyone.
What we're targeting the stumps there, Baker. Could have done that a bit more, but 5 overs to go. Jagota bowling for Bromley. 184 for 4. With only 5
The
overs
batsman
left.
in a way, lucky not to connect there. He misread
Do well
that
to
and
get
could
220
easily
here,
have found the
Stowupland.
edge.
Yep.
And a good shot. And the fielder's missed it. It's 4
Slower
runs.
ball, but well picked.
Sloppy
He
fielding.
hammers it for 4.
Sloppy fielding. We're not quite sure who that is down there. But hacked over the onside from Barrett. Some sloppy fielding down there at long on. Harvey Robinson it is. Usually expects a lot better from him down there. Usually very reliable in the field.
Yeah. Get!
Pulled into the onside and just short of the fielder again. And misfielder, they're going to come back for 2. Sloppy fielding.
Split decision there. The throw goes to the wrong end, and the batsman will get back safely.
Sloppy fielding out in the deep from Tom Dodd. You'd expect better from him as well.
Yep.
Cut away for
Great
more.
shot.
Impressive batting here from Barrett. Just what his team needed. A bit of impetus towards the end, some power hitting. And he's on to 14 from just 6 deliveries. And a great knock so far.
The
swing
batsman
and a miss.
didn't know where that was going.
Approach the end of the 41st here. Jagota looking to finish off strongly.
Yep.
Perfect
And he's not.
technique
He's cut
and
away for
placement.
4. Barrett onto 18. Stowupland heading beyond 200. Up to 200. Onto 198. And Baker to bowl for Bromley.
Wait. Yep. Get!
Ah,
That
and a
one's
great
bit
shot down
too
the ground.
full. Played nicely.
4 runs, terrific shot. Floated half volley from Baker, but Parkin put it away. Immaculate timing, straight back over his head. Super shot. Super shot. Baker to Parkin into the crease and bowls, and inside edge onto the ribs.
Swing and
No
a
run
miss.
there.
Yeah.
Edged. Races down to 3rd man. It's cut off. It's only a single. Punched off the back foot. No run. Cut off by Dodd at cover. Good fielding. Not been a bad over from Baker so far. Can he finish strongly? It's short and pulled
Short
away.
and punched away.
Is it going to be 4? It is. Not the most agile fielder down there at fine leg. I think that's Holyman down there. It's cut off, not cut off, sorry. Race away for 4. Dragota then. 42 overs down, 3 to go. 207 for 4. And Dragota to bowl for Bromley. And it's cut away, 4 more. Really piling on the runs here, Stowupland. Terrific shot from Parker, and he's on to 79. Borrett at the other end, 22 from just 10. Smashed away again. These fields are abysmal.
Solid shot.
They need to
Goes
sort out
for
this
4.
field here. Really in need of some field changes in the field here, but none so far. Down the ground, and long on cuts it off, just a single. Should just be a single, misfield. At least just a single. We'll decide against the second. Edged. No run.
Plays and misses.
Punched away in the air. It should be cut off. Terrific fielding. It's good fielding down there. It's James Bees down there. You don't expect to see him out there sweeping the fences, but some
Not
good
too
fielding.
bad from either side there.
Cuts off the boundary. Not quite sure how he's ended up out on the fence there, but he did well. And Baker then for Bromley, 2 overs to go.
Didn't like
And
the look
a
of that
leave.
one.
That
No
must
shot
be
off.
wide. Did look quite
Going
wide.
to need to bowl that one again. Wide signalled.
A fairly harsh call, but as the saying always goes, if your teammate leaves it, you've got to give it as a wide.
What a delivery. Draws the edge.
Edge down to third man, a single. Last over of the spell here for Baker. Currently wicketless. He'd like to get one, because he's bowled well. He deserves a wicket or two. Yeah, he needs to be targeting the stumps here, I think. And that's up in the air. It's a big shot. Has he got enough on it to go all the way? It's not quite. It's dropped to short, but it's 4 runs. Not the greatest timing from Parkin, but brings him 4. A long way up in the air. Could have easily been caught, but just enough on it to land in the gap and skip away for 4. Better length for this field from Baker. They do scamper through for a single, but a better length. It was too full as he was hit over his head without a long on and long off. And the field is more set for some shorter pitched bowling. Bowling into the pitch, and he comes in to bowl to Borrett. Edged and taken!
Everyone
He
getting
does get his
behind that
wicket,
appeal.
Comrade Baker. Another
They feel
great
pretty
catch from Jason
confident
Lloyd.
about this.
An absolutely
Borrett
brilliant
goes.
one-handed catch there.
Terrific diving take from Jason Lloyd. Didn't look as though it was going to carry, but it did. And Baker will be thrilled. A thick outside edge. Look at that from Lloyd. Look where he's taken that. He's taken that in about second slip. What a dive, what a grab. And not a bad delivery from Baker either. Good knock from Borrett though, 26 from 15, didn't hang around. And his team some runs, some quick runs later in the innings, and in comes Kieran Gregory.
So the new batsman is at the crease.
Averaging 41 so far this season, only been out once. Baker will be looking to dismiss him early on here. Flashed
That's out the
away.
middle of the back.
And it's going to be 4 first ball for Gregory. It is short and wide from Baker, not where you want to bowl at any point in the innings, especially in the penultimate over. Smashed away again, short and wide again from Baker. Gregory makes him pay.
Great timing.
8 from
Races
2
to
for
the
Gregory,
boundary
back-to-back
for 4.
boundaries. And Stowupland are powering this game in their direction. It's going to be Dragota to bowl the last over, 8 overs, 151. You'd have thought they'd have perhaps turned to Fearley or Robinson, who still have overs left. But it's going to be the spin of Dragota, and it's edged and dropped. Dropped by Lloyd. Right back to cut it. It wasn't short enough to cut. Parker needs 11 for a century here. And it's flicked away on the onside. Is it going to be 6? It's just short of the fence. It's 4. 4 to Parkin, 4 to Stowupland. Not particularly good here for Bromley. Stowupland could be looking up at 250 here. 4 balls to go. Edged, bowled, caught, whatever it is, he's out. It's an inside edge. Inside edge and bowled, bit of stump out of the ground. Sometimes just not your day, but it's been a good one for Parkin. On to 93. Departs for 93. Just short of 100, but a terrific knock for his team. Coming in at 14 for 2. Has really been a key reason of why they're now up, pushing towards 250 at the end of this innings. Chalk, the new man in for Stowupland. And a big swing across the line, and it's like the pads, but no appeal. No appeal, I'm not quite sure why.
Misjudged that entirely. Great bowling.
We'll take a look at the replay. Maybe it was outside the line, maybe there was some bat. But no appeal at all from Bromley. That's more concentrating on returning the ball and stopping the single, but so we'll have a look at the big eye now. It's pitched just outside off, and it's turned a fair amount actually. Yeah, it's missing off stump. Not out there, not worth the appeal. 2 balls to go. Jigota to Chalk.
Yep, gotcha!
Whipped away and just short of the man at deep mid wicket. Returns it in well. It's only a single. Good fielding it there in the deep. Last ball then. Jigota to Gregory, who's smashed 2 4s so far. What can he get them up to? Yep. He goes for the switch hit to finish off down the ground. They're going to try and come back for 2 here. Surely they are going to try. Are they going to get there? Oh, they do just.
A few runs given away, but more importantly, got the wicket. A decent score here, but they can't get complacent. They'll need to bowl well to bring this home.
As we'll see some highlights here. What a delivery this was from Jigota. Ray had no chance. Terrific that was from Jigota. You could watch that all day. Sensational. But the innings from Borrett provides some late power, but the 2 knocks from the opener and the number 4 for Stowupland. The key reasons here, Marsh and Parkin. 80 for Marsh, 93 for Parkin, the 2 main contributors with the bat. Bowling figures for Bromley weren't great, but standout really has to be Fairley with 3 for 28. Probably could have bowled a few more overs. Could have bowled a few more overs, could Ed Fairley. But picking up the key wickets of the top 3.
Modest total to chase. They shouldn't have too much trouble, so the pressure's well and truly on the bowlers.
So yeah, key contributor to the ball, Ed Fairley, 3 for 28, picking up 2 early wickets, and then having a bit of a sulk and coming out of the attack. Baker bowled well, went for more runs than he deserved to, got a wicket as well. 2 wickets for Jigota, 1 being an absolute beauty, and then 1 being a drag on towards the end. Yeah, and over 6 and over, but considering he's bowling at the death as a spinner, not too bad. Not a single maiden in the whole innings for Bromley. Robinson bowled well, 8 overs for 36, could have potentially bowled his last over at the end there rather than Jigota. Dodd bowled well again, and Bees as well. Fairly consistent with the spinners, but no wickets for Bees or Dodd. The leggies, and your leggies are in there to take wickets, so they'll be disappointed, but they'll back their batsmen to chase this down. 241 for Stowupland. It's certainly a decent score, and will be a tough ask for Bromley to chase. But with batsmen like Bees and Fairley, Baker, Pirrie, all in their lineup. Even Lloyd has been in terrific form as well. Holyman at 7. They'll be backing themselves to chase this down and give it a good old go. So, we will have a 10-minute tea interval. And we'll be back with you for the second innings at 2:30. Good afternoon, we are back here at Stowupland Cricket Arena and we are back for the run chase. Stowupland have posted 241 for 6, thanks largely to knocks from Parkin and Marsh and some late hitting from Borrett and Ray. 3 wickets for Fairley, a couple for Chagota and 1 for Baker, but from what we've heard from Stowupland locals, their posted score of 241 is around 20 over par, so they'll be hoping that holds true. But I think Bromley will be backing themselves to chase us down. There weren't too many demons in this pitch, with batsmen like Bees, Fairley, Pirrie, Baker, all to come. They'll be backing themselves to give it a good old crack. But it'll be a tough bowling line-up. Stowupland with no mugs with the ball last season, finishing 3rd, narrowly missing out promotion. So it'll be a tight contest here in the second innings, but we'll look forward to seeing how it plays out. The 2 openers have had good starts to the season. Scott Gregory, he's only taken a couple of wickets so far this season. He's bowled fairly well. And then he'll be coming in to bowl to James Bees, who smashed an unbeaten century last weekend in the victory against East Burgot. And he'll be looking to repeat some similar heroics this afternoon. Couple of dots to start.
Yep.
Edge from Bees and a single down to 3rd man.
And he's off the mark with that one.
Waiting. Yep.
Oh, and a plan to miss from Fairley.
That's some good bowling. End of the
Good
over.
delivery from Gregory and a good start from him, just 1 from the first.
Beefy, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
It was Beeford who has had a great start to the season, picking up 6 for 49 last week, and taking 10 wickets so far this season, highest wicket taker in the league so far, and finds Bees' edge with the first ball and it races away for 4. Thick outside edge from Bees, 4 runs for total. And pushed at it with real hard hands, which, when there's pace on the ball and only 1 slip in, you can always get runs from those.
Yep.
Motion to the offside for 1.
Bowler lucky to get away with it, I think. Look wide to me.
Not sure what my co-commentator James Taylor's on about. Also needs to learn the rules. Be4th to Fairley then.
Yep.
And pushing to the offside for a single. They scamper 3. And Fairley's
He's
off the mark.
And will now be looking to build.
Wait. Hit bowler.
Worked into inside for a single. And to end the second.
That was a great over.
Bromley 8 for none.
Batting team are now none for 8.
Gregory to continue, bowling to Bees.
Yep.
Another well taken single from the Bromley pair.
They'll get one there.
Not relying on these two to set a platform. I think we've got some big hitters to come with Baker and Pirrie and Lloyd in that middle order. Some big hitters to come. We'll be relying on these two to set a platform for them. So it could be a steady start, but always looking to be busy at the crease, these two. Never looking to sit around for too long and just plod along.
Wait.
Punched off the back foot from Bees. Nice looking shot, but picks out the man at cover.
Along the ground.
This time just gets it to the side of cover in the gap and gets through for the single.
Takes the single.
And rotating the strike nicely here, these Bromley opening pair. Knocking the singles in the gap and running hard.
Waiting. Wait there.
Good bowling in that over.
The batting team are now on none for 11.
Lets that go through to the keeper.
Well wide.
And that's a wide from Beeforth. Not a great delivery. It's in the air and it's over a square leg. That's 4 runs for Bees. Pulled again by Bees. Not quite connected with this one. It's going to be 2.
He'll get 2 for that. Great shot.
Beeforth will be looking for a response here. Looking to take a wicket.
Waiting. Wait.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
Waiting. Wait.
Struggling to get it away.
Reasonably
At
good
the end of
over
that
there.
over Bees.
The batting team are now
Got a couple away early on, but then just kept picking up the fielders. Fairly will be looking forward to facing some balls. A little start to the strike recently.
Yep.
That's a lovely shot from Fairley. Whipped away on the onside and that will trickle away for 4.
Good effort. 4 runs.
Lovely shot from Fairley. Great timing. No more than a push really. Off the toe of the bat as well, but it raced away.
Yep.
Edged.
Oh,
Single.
super fielding there. Run saved for
Wide of
sure.
slip, no gully in for Gregory. And Fairley got away with one. Lovely shot from Bees. Again, it's no more than a push. And it's not quite going to reach the fence for 4. But they should come back for the 3rd.
And all run 4.
In fact, they've come back for 4. Don't see that often from Bees at all. Let's have a quick pause in play while he recovers. And he's ready to go again as Gregory comes into bowl. Up to the stumps and short of a length. And there's a man out there this time, just a single. And Bees will be pleased with that. A good start from Bromley. Ridden their luck at times, but 10 from this over already. And still 2 to go. Could be in the 30s by the end of the 5th. That's the dot.
Right there.
And another dot to finish from
Give
Gregory. Good
away a
comeback from
bit
him
too much there.
to end the over. So 5 overs done, 28 for none. And Bromley are just about at the rate here. Required rate of just over 5, and Bromley going at 5.5. It'll be key for these two to keep their wickets intact, not throw anything away, no silly shots, and build a platform for the middle order to come in and win Bromley this game. Bees on to 20 at a runner ball, Fairley 7 from 11. Slightly starved the strike in recent overs,
Waiting.
which makes a change because normally he's the one that's trying to keep the strike from all of his teammates, so he might be getting a little bit frustrated sound at the non-striker's end there. Fairley doesn't like watching, he likes to be involved. Cut away by Bees, and that's 4. Terrific shot. Cut away, it was slightly uppish, but it was in the gap, so it didn't matter. 4 runs. Short and wide from Beeforth. Don't bowl there. Do not bowl there, especially on this track. Got a man out there now. No slip. Short and wide again, but it's angled back in towards Bees, that one. Almost a bit of an off-cutter there from Beeforth. Punched again on the back foot, it's straight to cover. Looks banging it in short, does
Beefy has done
Beeforth.
well in that over.
Batting team are now on 30.
Not many from that over. Gregory to Fairley.
Yep.
Single.
One more added.
Just ticking along Fairley, quite happy to give the strike back to Bees, who's been the aggressor of the two early on here in the innings. 24 from 25.
Yep.
Oh, an inside edge. That's down to fine leg for a single, returning the strike back to Fairley.
And through for 1.
Yep.
Pulled away by Fairley.
And 2 runs added.
Strip's just going to touch wider. It's almost reached point, that edge. Another edge from Fairley as we approach the end of the 7th. Gregory coming into bowl. And he's into the stumps and bowls. That's a good delivery, but worked off the pads from Fairley. And it's a single, and he'll keep the strike as we go into the 8th over.
The batsman
37 for
kept
none.
quiet in that over.
And a good platform building here for Great Bromley. B4 to continue.
Yep.
That's edged. No getting past that fielder.
Yep.
One run there.
Yep. Catch.
He plays that nicely. Gets 2.
Yep.
Safely plays that along the ground.
Yep. Right there.
Six runs added
that
there.
over. 6 coming from it, no boundaries. Singles and a 2. 4 singles and a 2.
This bowler really can get these spinning a long way. Let's see how they go.
Turning to Kieran Gregory, the off spinner. Taken 3 wickets so far this season. He'll be looking to make the breakthrough here for Stowupland.
Waiting. Yep.
And they get a single there.
Yep.
Another run added to the score.
Kieran Gregory then, round the wicket to right-handed Bees. Oh, an inside edge onto his pad there. Always difficult with the right arm around the wicket. If he does just get one to straight, and LBW is very much in the game. Please have to be careful, keep that front pad out of the way.
Yep.
If it's like that and it's short and pitched outside leg, you'll quite happily swing it away into the leg side. Not quite with a connection on that one, it's only 2.
2 runs added.
Over the deep switch round well. And then B's into the 30s.
Yep.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
Keeper.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it.
48 for none.
Abbott, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the car park end.
Abbott into the attack then, left arm spinner for Stowupland.
Wait.
A good start here, Abbott. Hopefully enjoy a nice long spell for him.
Yep. Catch.
And Bees works around the
Picks that
inside.
one nicely. Good shot.
That's 4 more. 4 more to Bees. And a good night from him.
This partnership is now worth 50. Great batting out there.
50 opening stand for Bromley. And they'll be pleased with their start that they've made here this afternoon. 52 for none. We're not even 10 overs in yet, and a good start.
Yep, catch it!
And it's in the air from Bees. It's over mid-off. Long on could get round to cut it off. He's not going to though. It's
Nice
4.
shot, 4 runs.
Back-to-back boundaries. And a lovely shot down the ground from Bees. He's on to 39.
Waiting.
Swept. Oh, just short of the field at mid-wicket there. Almost a catch. Almost a catch, an opportunity there. 2 balls left in the over.
Yep.
Flighted outside off and nudged down the ground for a single.
They get a single.
Right there.
Gave a
Dots on the
few
over.
too many away in that over.
10 overs done, 57 for none. And Bromley will be pleased to have got through, not only without losing a wicket, but also at above the required rate. Stowupland will need some wickets to turn this around here.
Nice.
It's from Bees, and they scamper through for a single.
They'll get one more.
Right there. Yep.
One run added.
Wait. Yep. Yeah.
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
Yep.
A well fielded, really good work out there.
He'll get 2 for that. Great shot.
Wait. Yep.
That looked really wide, but not called.
Yep. Right there. Yep.
They'll get one there.
Yep.
That was a great over.
The batting team are now on 65 for none.
Keeper
Oh,
grabs
and a
that
big
one
shot from Bees.
after it nearly grabbed the edge.
Playing a miss, and Only 4 away from 50 here, Bees.
Wait.
Picks out cover again.
Yep. Yep.
And he's walked onto the offside and smashed it behind square on the leg
He
side.
gets to 50 runs.
And that is
and he's
50 for
batting
Bees.
well.
He was 49 balls, 7 boundaries. And been a good knock, a great start. Just the start that Bromley needed here as they chased this big total at the Stowupland Cricket Arena. I know the job's only half done though. He's made a good start. Well, the job's not even half done yet. He's halfway to a century. 69 on the board as they chase 242 to win. Been a positive start for Bromley. They'll look to keep this going.
Yep. 4.
5 runs added there.
It's over. The score is now 70 for none.
Loud shouts of catch. Was there any bat on it?
Edged
Great
and gone.
bowling. That's their first limited overs wicket. I would expect big things
The
from
wicket
here
for
on.
Abbott gets the breakthrough. Bees with the clear edge, surely no review. And the inside edge is a lazy shot from Bees. It's flighted out and full. Flight outside off and full from Abbott.
Solid innings come to an end. Good
And
batting.
Bees had a wristy flick at it. And hit the inside edge through to the keeper. A great take from the keeper. And in comes Captain Plodalong, Adam Cuthbert.
Yep.
And he's off the mark.
Off the mark first ball, Captain Plodalong. Perhaps trying to change how he's perceived, how he's viewed around the cricket circuit.
Yep.
Along the ground.
Keeper.
Found a single into third side on the
They
ground.
take a single.
And that breakthrough for Stowupland could just swing the game back in their favour. Bromley were looking like they were going to put on a real big opening stand, but it's been broken by Luke Abbott.
Yep.
And they'll be looking now to rattle through a couple more wickets. Could be run-out chance here. No, not a good enough arm.
Nicely ran
In
there.
for
They'll
deep.
get 2.
Well round 2. Cuthbert scoring at a runner ball. Take a picture of that quickly. It's unlikely we'll see that again.
Waiting.
And back to the runner ball. And then to the 14th. 74 for 1.
Wait. Yeah.
And it stayed at 74 for 1.
Abbott has done well in that over.
Abbott getting the wicket. Getting the wicket there that Stowupland needed. They turn back to the opening bowler, Scott Gregory. The skipper bringing himself back into the attack.
Yep.
Single for Fairley. Nudged off his hip.
And they get a single there.
Yeah. Keeper.
They've gone for 2, could be close.
2 runs added.
And Cuthbert just gets home. A little bit of a mix-up there between Cuthbert and Fairley. But the skipper makes his ground and gets back for 2.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
Waiting. Bowler! Yep.
Pressure offside from Cuthbert, and they look to go back for 3. They do come back for the 3rd.
Very nice throw back
Some
there.
good running
Good
there.
fielding.
And as we approach the first drinks interval here in the second innings, Bromley 80 for 1. Bees smashing a quickfire 50 before departing to Abbott. Oh, and a good end to the over there from
So it's time for a
Gregory,
change
beating
up
Fairley's
here.
edge.
James is off to have a
And a
snack,
lovely
and
delivery.
in his place, it's Mel Jones.
Hey, Slads.
here we see
Good afternoon to all those
Elliot
watching.
Manville entrance again. More keen to Bromley's game and stay and specialise with his teammates, but they were bowled out for 57 earlier on in their game against East Burgolt, so you can't really blame him.
Waiting. Yep. Yeah.
He'll get 2 for that. Good shot.
Wait. Wait.
But then the wicket taker to bowl to Cuthbert.
Yep.
Short and punch a single down the ground.
1 more to the score.
Fairly busy start to the innings by Cuthbert's usual standards. He's on to 11 from 13. Fairly 20 from 30.
Yep.
And a single to him and he'll keep the strike as we head into the 17th.
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
Yep.
Oh, lovely shot from Fairley. On the up through
And
extra
that's
cover.
4.
It races away for 4. Terrific shot. And Gregory won't be too pleased. He's not sure. Offered a little bit of width to him, I suppose, but not much else he could have done there. Just a terrific shot. Perhaps tighten up his line of fraction, Gregory.
Yep.
Not like that. That's short and wide. That one deserved to have 4 and a single.
They take a single.
Losing composure a little bit, perhaps, said the skipper.
Wait. Waiting.
Not a lot the batsman could do in that over.
The batting team are now 1 for 89.
Yep, catch it!
Perfect technique.
Ah, lovely shot
and
again from
placement.
Fairley. He loves that area. Loves that area for extra cover. Lofted this time. Yeah, it's a great shot. Brings 4 more to his total. He stands there quite pleased with his shot. There's a lovely flow of the bat. Real elegance about the way he bats Fairley, especially when he takes on the spinners. And inside edge, on his
Great
pad, he's
reflex
gone.
catching there. It's always
Terrific
tough when
take
the
from the
ball's coming
keeper.
at you so fast.
And Abbott strikes again, Fairley gone. And Abbott turning this game in his team's favour. Inside edge from Fairley onto his pad, and it ballooned up to the keeper. And he took a good catch on the stumps. Fairley departs for 30. 30 from 35 is just starting to get going. And he'll be disappointed to have lost his wicket in that fashion. Slightly unlucky perhaps. But that brings in Conrad Baker to the crease.
Baker is the new batsman. It is now out in the middle.
Yeah, he can also get tucked into the spinners.
Right there.
It's a nice long stride in this Baker. And they've got men out already. Yeah, it can sometimes take a while to get himself in and get himself going. When it's easy now, it can be a joy to watch.
Right there.
Some good stuff from Abbott. 2 wickets for him. And looking to turn this game in Stowupland's favour.
Yep.
Good shot from Baker. Push through the offside. Oh, it looks like it's going to skip away for 4, is it? It's not. It's well fielded. Good chase from the fielders. And they'll come back for 3.
Back for the third.
Good running.
Great running.
Baker off the mark then. And strike to Cuthbert. Both openers now dismissed for Bromley, so Bees and Fairley are gone.
Yep.
And Cuthbert edges. But it's safe, there's no slips in there. And a single for him.
A wicket
Keeps
falls,
the strike
but
here
that
next over.
didn't seem to do much to slow down the run rate in that over. Beefy, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
So the opening quick. Ryan Beeforth back into the attack. Looking to blitz through this Bromley middle order.
Waiting.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
Yep.
They take the single.
Right there.
Good start to second spell this from Beeforth. Only 1 from the over so far.
Yep. Catch
Went
it.
short and cloth by Baker, didn't get hold of it. A single, probably good job he didn't get hold of it, or he could have been fetching it from 3 streets down the road. Fall from Beeforth, driven from Cuthbert, put straight to the fielder. No run there. Only 2 from this over so far, been a good one for Stowupland. I can probably Cuthbert finish it.
Waiting.
And shot correlates with the dot.
Finishes off a tidy over.
The batting team are now 2
Good over
for
from
99.
Beeforth. A variety of lengths there, but did well to keep the batsman guessing. Required rate up towards 5.5, and we just dipped under it for the first time in the
Safely
game.
plays that along the ground.
Abbott into his 6th over, 2 for 30 so far.
Yep. Catch.
And Baker whips away, terrific shot. One bounce into the
Solid
fence,
shot,
it's 4.
goes for 4.
Lovely shot from Conor Baker. Whipping it away on the leg side. Beautiful shot.
Right there. Right. Right there.
Another really good over there.
Over. The batting team are now 103 for 2.
Goes through to the wicket-keeper. No shot offered.
Yep.
Pulled away in the gap. Could be 2 here. And they do go for 2. Could be a tie on the run out. And he just gets
And
home.
2 runs added to the
More
scoreboard.
confusion between the wickets. But they get back for 2. Edged and gone. Cuthbert departs. Another edge onto the pad that balloons through to the keeper. And Beforth strikes. Cuthbert's gone. Good delivery from Beforth. Cuthbert edges. And Ray takes the catch behind the stumps. 15 for Cuthbert. He looked like he was just building himself a platform. But that brings in Matt Peary for his first game of the season.
So the new
Who is
batsman
known
is at the crease.
as a very elegant batsman. Classy, power. We'll see what he can bring to the table today.
Waiting. Wait.
And that completes a very good over.
The batting team are now 3 for 105.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they
Kieran
go.
Gregory back into the attack for Stowupland. Bowling to Baker. I need a partnership here, Bromley.
Yep.
Can't keep losing wickets. They've lost Bees and then Fairley and then Cuthbert.
They get back for 2.
Baker and Peary are going to need a partnership here. And they need to take Bromley close. Still got Lloyd, Holyman, Wake, Jagota all to come. But needs a partnership from these two, you have to think.
Yep.
And they could be in for a tight finish.
He has played that nicely. Gets 2.
Yep.
Good shot from Baker. Is it in the gap? It's not quite. Could have managed to cut it off, and it's 2.
Back for 2.
And Bromley will be looking to get off the Nelson here. Stowupland will be hoping it can bring them a wicket.
Wait.
Along the ground.
still on the Nelson as we come towards the end of the 22nd over.
Yep.
And they're away from the Nelson. Single into the leg side. Baker keeps the strike.
Ends that
112
over.
for 3 after 22. Looks like we could set up for a thrilling finale here. He forced to continue. Took the wicket of Cuthbert in his last over. Looking to see if he can prize another one. Inside edge from Baker down to fine leg. It's a single. Got away with that there. A loose shot
One more
outside,
to the
just away
score.
from his body. Piri on to strike. It's the first time he's batted in over a year, Matt Piri. And then you can see there
Great
wide
catch in the
edge.
slips.
And a great catch at slip. Piri departs for a duck. And that is not what they were hoping for. They thought he was going to bolster their batting lineup. But he's fending a short ball. And he's only fended it in the direction of slip. And it's Gregory, the skipper, at slip. Piri departs for a duck. Not the performance that Bromley were hoping for from him. Brings in Jason Lloyd, though, who's been in terrific form this season.
It is now out in the middle.
And they'll need runs from him, because at the moment things are looking a little bit shaky.
Yep. Keeper.
2 runs added.
Inside edge from Lloyd. It races away for 4 though. With the extra pace on the ball, that's what can happen. 4 runs for Lloyd, he'll take them.
Waiting.
End of the over. 7 off it.
The batting team are now on 119 for 4.
Right there. Right there. Nice bowling.
Good delivery there. Had the batsman defending.
Yep.
A sweep shot from Baker. No, they look for 2. It's safe 2. Not a good arm out there in the
Good
deep.
running. Got back for 2.
Edged. What a ball.
Right there.
That was quite a good over there.
Swing and miss
Misread
from
that one.
Lloyd.
Couldn't get the drive away.
Oh my god, the
The
play and
batsman
miss.
didn't know
Good
where
bowling
that
here
was
from
going.
Beecroft. Really good stuff. Getting some real movement on the ball and getting some good bounce out of this pitch as well.
Yep.
Lovely shot from Lloyd though. 2 forward from Beecroft this time. Using that swing but chasing it
It
too
runs
much.
to the boundary for 4.
And races away for 4. Great timing from Lloyd. Beautiful shot. $125 for 4. We're halfway through the 25th.
Yep.
Punched again off the back foot this time from Lloyd. Is it going to be forwards? If Fielding going to get there to cut it off, I think he's going to get there to cut it off. He does. And they'll come back for 3. Good running.
And that's 3.
Another lovely shot from Lloyd, punched off the back foot. And a great signing for this Bromley side this season. Been a real strong addition to their middle order. Providing crucial runs in games so far this season. An explosive knock against East Burgon. And also runs earlier in the season too.
Right there. Yep. Keeper.
Okay, it's a single.
Beefy has had quite a good over.
The score is now 4 for 129.
Kieran Gregory to continue for Stowupland. The off spinner. And getting a fair amount of turn out there.
Right. Waiting.
Safely plays that along the ground.
Yep.
Well swept from Baker. There's a man out there, should cut off. And he does, they come up for 2 again. The greatest
Good
arm
work
out there
in the field
deep.
there.
I think they'd maybe swapping with somebody that can throw, but perhaps there's no agile sweeping fences. The man out there, a deep square.
Yep.
Comes out to him again, only 1 this time. Better fielding from man in the deep.
That's some good bowling. End of the over. Going with spin now.
The captain is going with the spinner.
Skipper turning back to Abbott here at what could be a crucial point in this game. Turning back to his main man, his spin. He's taken 2 wickets so far today.
Waiting.
Played that along the ground.
Saving an over from Beeforth for later on perhaps. Not got loads of bowling options of Stowupland today, so we'll be looking to see how they're going to make up that 5th bowler. Obviously a maximum of 9 overs here in this virtual
Takes the single.
2 counties cricket league. They've got a few options, some part-timers, and 2 opening batsmen both bowl a little bit of part-time spin.
Nice. Yep.
Edged. He's not going to go to the fence, going to have to run these.
And 2 runs added to the scoreboard.
Yep. Catch.
It's just fallen short of the man in the deep. Almost a catching chance there.
Another run added.
Yep.
Very good over.
The 27th over. The batting team are now 137 for 4.
Yeah, 27 overs gone. 137 for 4. And Lloyd and Baker starting to put together a partnership that could prove crucial for Bromley. Run rate is increasing, the required rate, heading up towards 6 and over, but Bromley still managing it just over 5, so very much in the balance this game as we head towards its conclusion.
Yep.
2 added.
Wait. Waiting.
Swept by Lloyd, cut off by the fielder.
Hey.
Playing a miss, right him on the pad, but came down
The
leg.
batsman played all around it. What a ball.
Gregory looked to finish off this over well. Lloyd will look to finish it with some runs. And he's into the leg side, could be 2. They settle for the single. Lloyd keeps a strike.
Good
28
bowling in
overs
that
done.
over.
And heading towards a very tight finish here.
Yeah, catch it.
It's an expensive shot. Could have picked out the fielder though. It's fallen just short of him again. And the misfield, the fun ball allows him to come out for 2. Terrific timing from Lloyd. Absolutely nailed it, but Jobby didn't connect with it any cleaner. It would have been caught. Would have been a catching chance anyway. No one knows if the fielder would have actually caught it. It's not been the best fielder out there. A few misfields today.
Yep.
Oh, a
Perfect
little
technique
paddle sweep round the corner.
and
That's
placement.
delightful.
Keep
Can we
up.
cut off though? And only 2.
2 runs added.
Swing and a miss. The batsman misjudging that one.
Wait. Yep. Keep up.
5 runs added in the over.
Over. The batting team are now on 146 for 4.
Wait. Yep.
Plays that nicely along the ground.
Yeah, catch it.
What a shot that is
That is
from Lloyd.
deservedly sent to the boundary. He's just giving
Is it
away
6?
runs
Is it
bowling
4?
like
It's
that.
4, says the umpire. It was only just short of 6, but a terrific shot from Lloyd. Immaculate timing. How close was this to being 6? Looked 6 from up here, it was just inside. And slipped up, bounced off the fence. And over into the road. Great shot from Lloyd. Another crucial knock this for him. contributing towards his team. He swings away again. There's a fielder out there this time though, and that'll just be a single.
They take the single.
Yep.
One run there.
Yep.
He moves into the 30s with those runs.
Yep.
Ends the over. Along the ground.
Yep.
And that's a single.
Yep. Yep.
One more to the score.
Yeah. Keeper. Yep.
Abbott has done well in that over.
Are now on 4 for 100.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Wait.
Good partnership brewing here for Baker and Lloyd. Both into the 30s now. Marsh to bowl, part-timer
Right there.
Played that
has
along
been
the ground.
required. I did mention about the potential lack of bowling options for the Stowupland team, and they've turned now for part-timer. They've used the main bowlers a lot. I thought they might have tried to sneak through a part-time earlier on, but I guess they've prioritised
Yep. Catch it.
trying to take the wickets, and it's smashed down the ground by Baker and skips away for 4. 4 to Kai Baker. A lovely
A
shot.
50 partnership here. Off to a strong start.
Brings up the 50 partnership between Baker and Lloyd. And what a crucial one it could be in Great Bromley season. 79 required from 80 deliveries. And Baker and Lloyd going strongly.
Yep.
Smashed again down the guard from Baker. Will the fielder cut this one off? He won't. It's
And
4
that's
more.
4.
Back-to-back boundaries for Baker. Terrific stuff from the Bromley batsman. What a lovely shot that is. Crunched through extra cover. 8 from 2 balls for Baker. What can he produce here to end the over? Oh, good from
End of
Mark.
the
Bit of
over.
turn. Playing a miss from Baker, rattled on the pad. Not bad over from Marsh. Just a couple of good shots from Baker.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the grandstand.
And senior spinner from the other end, Kieran Gregory. More accomplished spinner will bowl his last over. Here as he comes in, bowled to Lloyd. He's full and driven. Stopped by the fielder at point. Over, scored. A couple of wickets could swing this right back into the mix here. And a switch hit from Lloyd. What a terrific shot from Jason
Smashing
Lloyd.
shot, right out of the middle of the
Ben
bat.
Stokes, eat your heart out. Jason Lloyd. What a shot. Straight off a middle stump. The courage, the bravery, the audacity to even try that, let alone smash it away for 4. Incredible from Jason Lloyd.
Yeah. Forward.
And then what do you do after you smash a boundary? You take a single. Terrific. Lovely from Lloyd. What a key man he's been for this Bromley team. Good knock from Baker at the other end too. 38 from 47. That's flighted and driven. And a single for Baker.
Swing and a miss.
Good delivery from Gregory. Lloyd in the end decides to leave it alone, I think. Last ball of the spell then for Gregory. He's bowled quite well, to be fair to him. Gone wicketless though.
Yep.
Safely plays that along the
Nudged
ground.
out to deep square leg by Lloyd for a single to keep the strike. And a spell from
7
Gregory.
runs added there.
Not a bad spell from him, just couldn't find the breakthrough. He's gone wicketless today. Marsh to continue then, the part-timer.
Yep.
Nudged out to extra cover for 1.
Yep. Catch it.
Belted down the ground.
Not
only
getting
1.
past that fielder.
Man on the run stops
The
it.
run's ticking along here into the 40s.
Yeah, Baker is into the 40s.
Yep.
Lloyd's backed away and belted it through point. What a terrific shot, full of innovation this man. Is there anything he cannot do? He kept magnificently, taking a couple of terrific catches. One in particular diving low to his left off the bowling of Baker. And now he's producing some exquisite shots here with the bat and firing his team towards victory. Flighted wide and driven straight to the fielder.
Yeah.
Lloyd pinches the strike again with a single. Oh no, they're going to take 2. Sloppy fielding, there shouldn't be 2 there.
Kept it
Great
fairly
running from the
tight in
batsman.
that over.
The batting team are now on 4 for 100.
Gregory returning to the attack.
Scott Gregory now, skipper, returning with the attack. 6 overs, number 30 so far. Not been a great day for him. Can he turn it around though here and lead his team to victory? An impressive partnership this after Pirry fell for a duck. He had to think the game was Stowupland's for the taking, but Lloyd and Baker have held firm, putting on this solid partnership now. And they'll be looking to go all the way, and then the job's not done yet. Oh no, there's still 60 more runs that need to be knocked off here. and they won't want to be leaving it down to anyone else.
Yep, catch.
Smashed over cover by Baker. What a shot. Skips away
And
for
that
4.
gets to the boundary.
What
4
a
runs.
lovely cricket shot that is. Power, precision, placement. Conrad Baker. What a shot. And Gregory, again, there's not much you can do about that. The width was on offer. And slapped away. He needs to tighten up that line and off stump, but not much more he could have done.
Plays it nicely along the ground.
Other than that, width on offer again, it picks out the fielder. Edged and gone. Conrad Baker
Was
departs.
there anything to shout about?
What a wicket that could be for
That's
Gregory
an
and his
important
team.
wicket there. They really needed to stop
Held
that
his line,
partnership.
held his length. Baker pushed at it and edged it behind. And it can't be any sort of review here, surely. Clear edge. Clear edge from Baker. He walks. And a lovely delivery from Gregory. Line and length. And he deserved that today.
Baker can walk off, head held high. That was a good innings. In the end,
44 from Baker. Did enough as his team needed, and in comes Nick Holyman.
Hollywood
He'll be,
ready to face their first ball.
Hoping to continue the exploits we saw from his son Liam in their game at East Bergholt today.
Wait. Yep.
We've got a change in the commentary box. Joining me now is James Taylor.
Hey, Slats. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yep.
And lots of rely on this man now, Jason Lloyd, to see his team to victory. Conrad Baker back in the shed now.
He'll get 2 for
Bromley
that.
5
Great
down.
shot.
But Holyman no full with the bat, certainly bat. Lots of the pressure will weigh on the shoulders of Jason Lloyd, and what a swing and a miss. Almost bowled. Almost bowled Jason Lloyd. That would have been catastrophic for Bromley. So close to off stump from Dan Marsh. Great delivery. And he swung again, hit on the pad.
Big
This could
shout
be
for that
close.
one.
This could be close. Not out, says the umpire.
Not sure how the batsman survived that.
Adam
He
Cuthbert out
rejects
there
the
umpiring.
appeal.
He said no. But he's been known to say no before when it's been very close, and no review from Stowupland. Let's take a look. It looked as if it was sliding down leg from up here. And it's pitched on leg. It's not coming back, is it? No, it's not coming back anytime soon. Sliding down the leg side.
Yep. Catch.
Nice
Shot.
shot.
Jason Lloyd again. Power. Through the offside.
A fine 50 scored
And
here.
brings up 50 for Jason Lloyd.
Ends the over.
Nine overs to go then, 50 required. Oh, Holyman's gone. He's
Everyone getting
nicked it
behind
for
that
naught.
appeal.
He's
They feel
not
pretty
followed the
confident
footsteps
about
of his
this.
son earlier in the day. He's departed for 0. And he will not be happy with that. He's played on the back foot to a ball that was full of length. He's edged it through to the keeper. And wow, what a poor innings for Holyman. He'll be disappointed, his team will be disappointed.
That's an
They were hoping he'd
important
have a
wicket.
chance to see them to victory, and he's not happy. Look at him smashing his bat around, trying to earn himself and move up the order, but they've not done anything to help that. If anything, he'll be even lower next week.
Singh is the new batsman.
Jagota in for Bromley, 50 required. And he can certainly bat, Jagota.
Yes.
Yeah, another wicket for Gregory. Another one caught behind, a chance for a run out here. He made it home,
First ball, and he's
Jagota.
off the mark.
Crazy running there. He just got back for the 2. There's a little whippersnapper, here's Jagota. What can Gregory do for his team here? Can he get another one?
Yep.
Another wicket here, and you sense that Stowupland are very much in control. But Jagota can stay with Lloyd. And you'd have to fancy Bromley to knock it off. Back foot, no run. Heading towards a tight finish here. Lloyd and Jagota at the crease for Bromley. Gregory with the ball in hand for Stowupland. 2 balls left in the 37th over.
Whack!
And it's in the air,
No
it's
need
over
to
mid-off.
run, That's 4.
Terrific from Jason Lloyd. Another great shot from him, and he's on to 55. Terrific timing. Over mid-off, the confidence to play that shot. Superb from Jason Lloyd. 1 ball left in the 37th. What's Gregory got up his sleeve here? He goes full. And worked into the onside for 1. Lloyd keeps a strike.
End of the
8
over.
overs to go,
A
43 to
wicket
win.
from it, but still scoring at a good rate.
200 up for Bromley. 42 to win, sorry. Not a maths teacher, absolutely not a maths teacher over here. 42 to win, 200 up. And Lloyd flicks it into the onside.
Oh, well fielded.
Yeah, just a
Really
single.
good work out there. They take a single.
Jagota for Bromley then on strike to face Marsh, part-time spinner. Should be good against the spin, Jagota. Likes facing spin. Very wristy batting action.
1 run there.
Yep.
Down the ground from Lloyd, should just be 1. And it is.
And through for 1.
Heading towards a tight finish here. Good afternoon if you're joining us. We've had a terrific day of cricket so far, with Stowupland posting 241, which they believe to be about 20 over par. After Adam Cuthbert won the toss and chose to bowl. 241 for 6 they posted, with 3 wickets for Ed Fairley, 2 for Jagota, and 1 for Conrad Baker. Runs for this man here, Dan Marsh, and the number 4 batsman as well. But been a good fist of it from Great Bromley, who in the run chase, with a quick 50 from Bees before he fell, 30 for Fairley, and he departed. Cuthbert made 15, and then
They'll be
that
happy
got
with
Matt
that
Peary to
over.
the crease, who expected so much from, and he fell for a duck. Conrad Baker then put on a great partnership with Jason Lloyd before Baker fell just short of 50. Lloyd's gone on past 50. And we've seen the
That's what
departure
the
of
crowd
Holdingham
have
as
come
well
to
for
see.
a duck.
Nicely played.
But that's a lovely shot from Jagota out into the offside. 4 runs. Jagota has joined Lloyd at the crease, and he'll be looking to help pave the way for his team to victory. Paving the route. On to 9 from 6. He can certainly play his shots, Jagota. He does thrive under this kind of pressure. So it brings us to where we are now. Great Bromley 208 for 6. Make that 209 for 6 with 40 balls remaining.
And they get a single there.
40 balls remaining. 33 to win. And if these two can stay at the crease, he would back them to get Bromley over the line. A wicket here though for Stowupland, particularly the wicket of Lloyd, would certainly swing the game right back into
They
balance.
take a single.
Single ends the deep. for Lloyd. 6 from the over so far, 3 balls to go. 3 balls left to Gregory Spell, the skipper. He won't be able to see them through right to the death. Oh, what a shot that is from Jagota. Through the offside, trickles away to the fence for 4.
That's been put away nicely.
And what an incredible shot that was. Wristy. Very wristy, that shot. It was short and punched away. Terrific shot from Jagota. Just 28 required now for Great Bromley.
Waiting.
Very low on bowling options here at Stowupland. It looks as though they may need to continue with Dan Marsh. From the other end anyway. And a swing miss from Jagota.
Nice bowling.
That ends Gregory's spell, the skipper. 9 overs done for him. And Dan Marsh will continue. Not the bowler they really want in this situation, Stowupland. But they seem to have exhausted all other options. So it's going to be Marsh. And required rate 4.5 for Bromley. 4.5 runs and over. 28 from 35. And Jason Lloyd will be looking to see his team over the line. Oh, he's edged that one though. Fall short of the fielder. No run. Flighted wide and smashed away by Lloyd. Terrific shot. 4 more. Jason Lloyd. What a player he has been for this cricket club. 4 runs. And the equation now 24 from 33. And you'd have to say Jason Lloyd is swinging us in their favour. What's happened there though? Has he hit that? It looked as though he'd edged it. No appeal from Stowupland. Perhaps just falling short of the keeper. We'll have a look for you. It looked as though he edged it through to the keeper. There was bat on it, I know, it's hit it into the ground. Looked as though they'd gone straight through to the keeper from up here. Oh, another edge from Lloyd. His nerves are starting to get the better of him here. Some good flight from Marsh, just saying to Lloyd, I'm not going to put anything on it for you. You want the runs, you're going to have to come at me and hit it.
Waiting.
Which he has done there, and almost a catch. Moving dangerously there, Lloyd at the end of that over. Good stuff from Marsh.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the grandstand end.
Back to the strike man then, B4th. The big tool opening quick, coming on for his last over. Might as well use it now rather than leave it to the end and be wasted.
Well
But Jagota's welcomed into the attack with a smash over the offside. And it's 4 runs. 4 runs for Jagota. Terrific shot. Welcoming B4th into the attack. The big tool quick. No fear at all from Jagota. Smash over the offside. 4 to Bromley. 2-2-2 for 6. Just 20 to win. Oh, he's gone for it again.
Bowler
Big swing
beating
and
them
miss.
all ends up.
Just got to be patient here, Jagota. Still 28 balls to go. Doesn't need a boundary every ball, as much as it'd be nice. Just got to pick the right delivery to go after.
Yes.
Like that one,
Nice
he's
shot,
flashed
that
away
one.
behind point. 4 more. Bromley are cruising towards this target now. Jagota with another 4. Short and wide from B4th. Slashed away. And just 16 to win now. As Bromley look for back-to-back victories for the first time this season.
Wait there. Yep. Catch it.
Precision, just a great shot.
He's gone again, you wouldn't believe it. Jagota over the top. 4 more, they're cruising to this, Great Bromley. Absolutely cruising. What a knock this has been from Jagota. Just when his team needed it, he's come in, he's played his shots. Terrific. Let's push away again. You can hear the crowd getting excited here. They feel like this is done. They feel like this game is done.
And the end of a tidy over.
You can hardly hear yourself think again, this crowd. The away fans turning up for Bromley, and they are loving it. The away fans are packed in here, and they are singing loud and proud as Jagota and Lloyd see them through towards victory.
The batsman didn't know where
Swing and a
that
miss
was
though
going.
from Jagota. What an atmosphere this is here. The away fans packed in, they're loving it. The Stowupland fans are fleeing in their hundreds as Bromley cruise towards the win.
Big swing, couldn't get near it.
What a shot, that's up in the air. Could be caught though here, it's up, it's up, it's up, it's down, it's dropped. It's dropped, can you believe it? Can you believe it? And it's gone for 4.
Yep, catch it.
Another fine leg, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the win for Bromley. That's the victory. The fans are loving it. Jagota and Lloyd see them to victory by 4 wickets. After Stowupland thought their 241 for 6 was 20 over par, Bromley have smashed it by 4 wickets.
That's all the cricket, for now at least.
And they
We
still
hope
had
to see you again soon.
3
But
overs
for
to
now,
go, and you can hear the
it's
fans here, they're
goodbye.
loving it. I'll leave it to the fans to tell you how they feel about this result. What a result. We'll leave the fans playing in the background, but just to recap on this terrific win for Great Bromley, it was very much in the balance this game, with Stowupland posting 241 for 6, 2 early wickets for Ed Fairley before he was taken off the attack. After the attack, had a sulk, had a strop, came back towards the end and took another one, with Parkin and Dan Marsh putting on the majority of the runs for Stowupland before some late power hitting from Borrett and Tom Ray. But Bromley came out with a point to prove. Bees fired a quick fire 50, smashing 51 from just 52. Well supported by Fairley, contributed 30 before he fell. Cuthbert came and went for 15, again another failure for him. And then Matt Peary fell for a duck after lots of hype about his first performance of the season, first appearance. He failed to contribute there, so we'll wonder if we see him next week or not. But then it led the way for a terrific partnership between Baker and Lloyd. 44 for Baker before he nicked off to Gregory, and was one of 5 catches to fall to Tom Ray behind the stumps. And then Nick Holeman came in after Baker departed and fell for a duck, which then left Jagota and Lloyd to navigate Bromley through to victory with a terrific partnership of 51, of which Jagota contributed 38, smashing it to all parts of the ground, and Jason Lloyd 64 not out from 59. Some terrific shots, patient innings, paced it well, leading his team to victory, and Bromley will be thrilled with that. What a win. Back-to-back victories, first over East Burgolt last week, and then this week over Stowupland, who you could argue would be the toughest opponents this season, who failed to be promoted last season by just 11 points. So a terrific win for Bromley, terrific result, and they'll be looking to continue this momentum into next week's fixture. So thank you for those of you joining us this afternoon. That is all here from us at the Stowupland Cricket Arena. We hope you've enjoyed the game, we hope you're staying safe, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And hopefully Stowupland, those of you joining this afternoon, thank you for joining us on the socials, and we do look forward to seeing you later on in the season. So best of luck to you for the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll see you for the return fixture at our ground rather than being a virtual fixture. So stay safe. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.